Hi, welcome back to Corner Cupboard, and today we're going to show you how to warp together your twining loom. Now these looms are pretty handy. You can take them apart, put them together. You can store it. We never store ours, they're always in use here in our craft room. But these twining looms will run you about $150, which is not bad for a loom that you can use fabric on. You can use a heavy duty cord or pretty much any kind of material you want to use. So today we're going to show you how to string this together, what they call warping. So we're going to warp the loom. We're doing a short version today. The 20 loom does give you a 3x5. It also gives you a lot smaller rug. So here's our top bar here. And if we look farther down, we have the center bar in, which this comes with the loom. If you purchase one, you get this extra bar. And then, of course, there is the bottom bar, which we're not going to go to, but it takes too long. Your twining loom comes with, let's go on this side, these metal rods on each side. And these are important because it keeps your rug even on your sides. So you don't have this whopper jaw effect going on with your rug. We do have two of these. I do have a full-size rug on the other one, and this is how this looks. These rugs are really, really pretty. This is a full size. This is the 3x5. And get my folder out of the way there. This is the 3x5. We're almost done. With the twining looms though, and with these type of rugs, you don't stop on an end. You actually finish off in the center, because that's what keeps everything lined up and together. Here on the side, you'll see where the sides of the rug wrap around that metal bar and keep everything straight. And there it is. And it's like an old sheet. This is a shower curtain right here and here. This is a pair of pajamas that we found at a secondhand store that we cut down. So it's pretty much any material you want to use. You can buy store-bought if you want to sell these. I would suggest that if you're going to do that, because I don't know if anybody would buy old used pajamas in a rug. But this is ours, so it's fine. But keep in mind that when you are buying, whether new material or secondhand material, keep in mind it's not the design, it's the color that's going to matter. Because as you're twining this through and doing your rug, the design really isn't going to show that much, but the color is going to stand out very well. So, with that, let's get back to the empty one, and let's get started. First things first, you're going to want your material. Now, we ball ours up at one time. We take our sheets and rip them in strips, and then we put these together into a ball. This right here will warp from here to that middle section. That's all it's going to do. If you wanted to do a 3x5, you'd need twice as much material. You're going to be really shocked at how much material it takes. Now to join this material, it's really easy. You want to take two pieces of your fabric, whatever it is, don't matter. Put them together like this. Just put them together. And then fold them over. Give yourself it's about a knuckle and a half. You know, that old-fashioned way of measuring, knuckle and a half. Do this, fold it over, then take your scissors. You're going to cut about an inch deep. Does that look about an inch? It does to me. Okay, so now that you've done that, unfold it and take them apart. Now, take this one and put this over it like this, and line up your holes like that. Now the material piece that's on top, go get the other end of it, and then come through the bottom and put it through that hole. Pull it through and then pull these together. You have made a twining knot. There you go. So then you take your next piece of strips, do the same thing, line it up here, fold it over, make your cut, unfold it, pull it through. And you go through until you have all your pieces done to where you have this big ball. It makes it easier when you're doing your loom. So now you know how to join. Now this join process is how you're going to warp it too. You're going to join all your pieces just like this. So practice, practice. So to start, we have a slip knot. Keep this loop large enough to where you can get at least 2 fingers in it, because you're going to be weaving through this loop. So don't make this so tight that you can't get in it. So you go up here to your top peg and slide that on. Okay, it's going to stay there. Go down to the next. Now go to the peg that corresponds. I know you can't see that. Right down there. See? And then you just come back up and grab your next peg. Put that on the floor. Grab your next peg. Down here to your next peg. And that's pretty well how you're going to do this all the way across. Now I'm going to do this one because there is a step beyond this that you absolutely must do. This is the easiest part of this rug, because from here on out you're going to find your fingers hurt, shoulders hurt. You're going to have to take breaks, but it's well worth it when your rug is finished. You take it off and everything works out exactly the way it's supposed to. And then you're going to be really pleased with yourself. And then next thing you know, you're going to be at your local secondhand store checking out the sheet section to see what you can get for a little bit of money, and see how creative you can get with rugs. You can do designs in these rugs. It takes a little bit more time. It does add more knots to the center of your rug, but I'm really not sure you can get around knots. You want to try and work those to the back, but I'll show you that in another video. Once we get all this done, then we'll do a video and show you how we go through and do this. Now when you get to the end, here's my end. I've already got it all done. You see that? See, all the pegs are caught. At the end, you want to do the same thing. You want another slip knot. Make it large enough you can get 2 fingers in, like this. And then you want to hook that on your last peg. Now if you have to pull it a little, that's fine, because you're going to be doing that anyway. So I think I got just a little bit too short. So we're going to undo this just a bit. I had this pre-made, and unfortunately I hit the time lapse on my video. So now we're doing it again. But that's okay. Practice makes perfect. Go through here like this. Hook it up. Oh, almost there. Almost there. Let's wiggle some room. You may have to do this. There we go. Wiggled enough to get that on. Now, don't worry too much about this, because by the time we get done with this next step, you're probably going to cut off another 5 to 6 inches of material. Now see, you're hey, I'm good to go. I can start weaving. No, not yet. Here's the thing. With this rug, when you start weaving this, you have this loop that's around this peg. When you take the rug off, you want to have this pull in. You want to have it just shrink up inside the rug, like on this one. See, here's all the weaving that we've done, but when we take this rug off, we don't want these loops to stick out. We want them to go inside the rug, so then you'll have a nice little even flat piece instead of a loop. Now, if you want to put fringe on a rug, then you want to catch these loops before they disappear inside the rug. It's your choice whether you want fringe or not. But if you don't, then you want these to pull in, and the next step is very important that you do. Because if you have no tension on this material, because see, right now we're pretty loose. See, look at that. Looks good, but it's not tight enough. So what you're going to do is start down here where on your first, where you're at. Start here, pull that material down just a little, and grab the other side and pull up. Now see, you can see the slack that's already showing up in this, just this one move. Now don't pull so hard that you pull your knots out. Follow this up. See, look how much material difference there is already. Now when I do the full 3x5, I put my foot on the bottom peg so it doesn't slide off. But because we're doing the short version, this should be pretty easy and quick. So you literally want to follow your warping all the way through. And follow it and tighten each one, because if you don't, when you take this off, there will be no tension that will pull your loops and hide them. I see, look at how much slack there's already in this, and I'm not even halfway yet. So go through here, do them all, each and every one, follow that line, and don't let go of the previous tension here. See, look how loose this is, and look at that. I mean, it's like banjo strings. I don't know if you can play music on it or not, but that might work. But in any case, go through here and tighten this up. See, look how much material has come slack, which would have stopped your rug from pulling in. Making your own stuff is rather thrilling, to be honest. To take something that typically you would throw away or cut up for rags, you probably clean your toilet with it, and then bring it in here, and for a small investment, then and make something that you can use. And rags, as they're commonly referred to, make great gifts for anybody who has a porch, a deck, maybe has multiple dogs. They do make good dog pads, because puppies are not particular about how many knots that you put in it. They just want something comfortable to lay on, something padded. You could do a small one for a cat or a small dog. You could do the full size, the 3x5 for larger puppies. Or stick them on your own kitchen. Let's get you to come this way so you can see where I'm at. I'm almost done. We have them all over the craft room, which our craft room is a garage that got converted. So we have plenty of room. We have enough in here to keep us busy. Now here we are at the end. Okay, now here's what I want you to see. Here's our original loop when we first warped this loom. And here's all the extra. See, there's the original loop. And right now, here's where my peg is. See that? That's how much extra was there. So, and I know it gets a little hard at this point. Hold your tension and make a new slip knot. Remember to keep your loop large enough on your slip knot for you to put material into. And there we go. Here's the new one, and here's the old one. So that's quite a bit of difference in material. So now at this point, I'll probably have to tighten that last piece up just a little. So now the next video will be to show you how to start weaving on the twining loom so you can make yourself a nifty little rug. Okay, hope that helps. If you have any questions, please drop me a line. Be more than happy to answer, and if I don't know, I'll find someone who will. Okay, have a great one.